Hey everyone, we've just enabled a new feature on EduLinx called appointment bookings or appointments. You can see these in your dashboard on the left hand side, this tab here. Just going to show you how it works and how to enable it on each of your listings. Now, part of how you do it stems from your business hours. So you'll see here the business hours have been enabled, so people can not only find when you're actually working or when your contact hours are, but by enabling this, it gives you the freedom to now add appointment bookings. So this is quite self-explanatory. You can select your days, your opening and your closing times. You can set it to 24 hours. You can add a second time slot for a day, or you can just remove these entirely. Now, enabling the business hours doesn't always mean the appointments will be available, so that will appear just like that there. Once you've enabled the appointment bookings, you'll see a little tab here on the bottom right hand side, and the hours will reflect what slot durations you've provided. So if we go back to your dashboard, we can see this is just an example of somebody that's our sample booking. If you go to settings here, this is where you can decide on the slot duration and which listings you would like to actually feature that functionality. And then you can change it here and add it. So if we take a look back, for educators, they can use this on a day-to-day basis. They can select that time. We're really going to try and encourage them to actually put through the information that's really most important. We can't edit this form just yet, but with our developers, you are now able to edit this leads form for them to contact you. So if you wanted to add things like that you must be required to put in the amount of students or the amount of staff, any other tentative dates that might be sort of fallback options, then you can edit that as well. So, which will make another video to show you that. But as you can see here, once people book it, that'll appear in your appointment slot here in this section, and you can decide whether to leave it as pending until you speak back and forth between that person. Maybe you call them or you work through the inbox. And also you can cancel it if that date is full up and get back to them. Or when you approve it, as we can see here, it'll go into your calendar and you can actually see there what bookings are appearing. So just to, I guess, finish off this video, you can see as well, if we kind of get out of that individual one of the other great features is that staff can now actually book this really quite ahead of time. So for people that like to book things a year in advance, they can actually get in contact with you quite early on to give you some tentative dates to be ahead of the curve. So as with all of these updates, we're always getting back to our developers to try and improve it. So our hope is that in future that some features might be possible, like offering multiple bookings rather than just the one, as well as kind of opening the flexibility up of these different slots so that instead of perhaps 10 till 10:30 that you can have an all-day booking and things like that. So we are thinking ahead with these and we are speaking to developers about it. But the great thing is if we continue to invest and come on board with EduLinx, more feedback from providers will help us to make this a kind of one-stop shop and make it an all-encompassing platform for you to really put all of your marketing into, as well as get your organization on as well. So as with everything, you can always contact support, fill in a form, give any suggestions perhaps if there's things that you would like to see, or if you're having any issues. Hopefully this video has helped. And again, that feedback is always valuable. We're always trying to improve and make it easier for you guys to actually find EduLinx a worthwhile platform and make everything easier and more supportive for all educators and education providers. Thanks a lot. Best of luck.